Okay, hello and welcome back to our blind Permadeath playthrough. I hope today we can make Siora our bestie. If not, I'll teach her and put a point into vigor. Sister!
Isildt. Our mother. I know, Siora. And the worst here say. Some men delivered her remains here. They said that it was thanks to you. And the Renagze legend. Thank you. We will be able to pay homage to our mother. Why are there mind shakers here, Isildt? I meant to tell you about it. They came saying that our mother had made an agreement with Teleme. But Mater did not tell me about it. She didn't say anything to me either. I do not like this, Isildt. These people want to drive us away from the land. I know. But we need help after the defeat. And they say that she made a promise set in stone. The spirits of the people of our village would have to go to the light, and in exchange they'd help us against the lions. This is impossible. Mater would never have done such a thing. They are lying, I'm certain of it. They may be. But if there really is a promise set in stone, we cannot break it. And we will have to bury our mother according to their rituals. We must verify it. I will not stand there while these mind shakers take our village.
Alright, she's becoming very friendly now. What is going on? So we need to verify a treaty with the Teleme? What does that even mean?
Siora, Asir, always with your new friends. Bertir to Madiseld, I'm happy to see you. What do you want?
Okay.
Could you tell me about Siora?
You are right there and you let him talk about you like this? Asir? That's a strange friend you have there. Perhaps I wanted to hear how you'd reply. Perhaps, but I don't like this. Did you want anything else?
Okay, she's a little angry.
Thanks. Goodbye, Zeld.
A little angry. So now what? Now what? Let's talk to her, see what she has to say.
Karans, do you need something?
I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. How are you feeling?
Unwell? I am angry, and I feel an immense void within me. I blame myself for not having been on this battlefield with her.
Alright. Why not? Let's talk about our own experiences.
I understand. My mother had the Malachor, and yet I had to leave her behind as she was at death's door. I can't help thinking that I should have stayed by her side, just like you.
And you could not have done anything to save her either. Thank you, Onol Manawi. Your words alleviate my sorrow. Anything else?
Alright.
Do you have anyone, a friend perhaps, whom you could talk to in this trying time?
I usually confide in my sister, but she's suffering too. And I think she resents me for not having been there when our mother needed me.
Probably she would be dead, honestly. It's... Alright.
I know we've only known each other for a little while. But if you need someone to talk to, I'm here.
Thank you, Anal Manawi. You are a good person. And I'm glad that you are my friend. Anything else?
Well, your stats say differently. You're not my friend.
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. But
What happened to him?
he was killed as my mother never... Anything else?
Alright, she has said that
I must
many
leave
times
you.
over.
See you later.
Many times. Let's get out of here. So she's nice, which means we need to do another quest for her, probably. Only Afra remains. Let me run around with Petrus and... Maybe I should talk to these dudes. Now the burial.
My child,
What can we do for you?
I must leave you.
May the enlightened...
Alright. So that's odd. Why would we lay the burial? Apparently that's what's going on here. So let's go and talk to Constantine. That should be his experience. I also can go and do the arena thing. How much money do we have? We have enough. Let's look at what this dude is selling. Heavy maze. Prelate's ring. Alright. Bishop's ring. Archbishop's ring. The bishop ring is better. Okay. Let me tell you, it makes no sense. Should probably hoard until... I don't know. Let me continue looking at this. Nothing too good. Definitely not better. We need a gun that almost has 700 damage. I think that's very tough to achieve. They have 700 damage basically with my current gun. This does 600 plus 60. Maybe this is better, but not by much. Problem is I didn't take into account the elemental resistance of enemies. I was looking just at the overall damage. All right. Hilarious. All right, nothing good, I'm afraid. I think I have one of these already. Yeah. Alright. A unicorn male. Poison is nothing. Charisma +1, any armor improvements? No. Alright, I think we're pretty much done here. Maybe let's look at those rings. There is one with mental power 0, that's not complete trash. Mental power 1. Okay, final personal, take a look into his skirt. I think skirt 100. Alright, that's too much. Although, could give here like 120. It's basically the same. Agility 3. Alright, we're there. Let's go. Stuck to Constantine, and I'll go and do a third challenge in the arena. I think I should be able to do it easily.
Happy to see you, my dear.
You really don't look well. Have you not yet seen a doctor?
No, it's nothing. You know that I've always had a weak stomach. My nausea will leave me eventually. You wanted to tell me something?
Allow me to present Afra, an emissary of the Bridge Alliance. She is an eminent naturalist who studies local flora, in an effort to find a remedy.
Your Excellency, it is a great honor.
You were part of Governor Buren's lost expedition, if I've understood correctly, were you not?
Yes, and our research would have borne fruit if it hadn't been so brutally interrupted.
I can only imagine. Nevertheless, you are most welcome. Your great learning will certainly prove useful. I implore you, my fair cousin. Do continue. We are eager to hear your news.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nauts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
All right.
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Let's go and talk to the lady. That's an interesting mystery. Who are they? And did a ginormous guardian destroy them truly? That's what Siora lives at any rate. Alright.
Good day, my lady. Happy to see you again in such fine health. How can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagase.
That is not how we pronounce it, but yes, we are speaking of the same place.
Your language is difficult to master, but I find it fascinating. To answer your question, I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go. Goodbye.
Now this is when the stuff starts getting nasty. Alright, let's go to the arena. I'll go to the arena and what? Yeah, let's do a third challenge in the arena with Kurt. I still think Kurt is the best bet overall for combat.
Oh, it's you, old Menawi! Bertie!
Alright. Let's see if he has anything good. He sells very bad weapons, but not so bad armor. Look at that. 8 magic, 8 elemental. It just look like an owl. Yeah, an owl spirit. Hilarious. How can I run around like that and call myself the legate of the congregation? I cannot. I cannot do it. It's ridiculous. Hello, I'm the legate of the congregation of merchants. Disregard my helmet. Alright.
You will always be welcome here.
That dude. Alright, let's just go. Let's get Kurt, kill those things. I think I can kill them probably. Seems highly unlikely we'll not be able to succeed. Should probably go to Hikmet for guns. They sell the best guns down there. Alright. Now let's do one round of the arena. Pretty confident I can do it. Let's get Siora and Kurt. Alright, let's go.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
One of those things. Alright. Those are super tough to kill. I think I need to use my gun, probably. I think I need to use my gun.
Bit of poison on my face. Let's go!
public really appreciated it. Now that was a challenge well won.
All right. I think I'm going for the 5th challenge when I'm level 30.
I need to get going.
Huh. A pity. Well, come back again soon.
Yeah. Okay, that didn't go too badly. So we have the mystery of the ancient ruins. These two, let's do the side quests first. Let's do this one. Let's bring this guy with us. Petrux. See how he does in the world. Alright. So where do we go? Here actually. I think this one is the closest one. Alright. Here we are. We want what? What is going on? I have already opened that village up. Yeah, Jesus. Alright. I have so many places to visit. Let's see if Petrus... I always hesitate on Petrus. Sometimes I think he's the best companion. Sometimes I think he's the worst companion. I am ambivalent, as they say. It's mainly because he does magic damage, so he can hurt enemies directly to their health. And does a ton of magic damage too. He has very good stats for armor, but sometimes he just doesn't hit a single time. Okay. So we're going to their left. And here, what's this? Go to the village. Huh. Let's go to the left then. Head towards the good padre. So I think that's the... What's the... Yeah, that's the side quest. It's always better to get side quests out of the way first.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle! Put a poison on my blade, and let's go!
We'll see. Attack Petrus, you bastard. Jesus. need to find a way to get him out of his permalock. You saw he just stood there with the enemy in front of him and did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. We need to find a way to force him to start attacking again. If I can do that, I think he can be a very good team member, party member. There has to be a way. Ooh, an altar. Okay, pretty straightforward map. Very appreciated. Nothing out of the ordinary. What's this? Camp area. I think I'm finally getting used to those stupid deer. Well, the Telemera expanded a lot more than I thought. They have many more settlements. They are moving fast. I wonder how many years the Alliance has on the Telemi on this place. Probably a couple. Very good. Let's see what contracts they have for a Witcher. Or actually not a Witcher,
What
but
an astounding place.
It is the village of Eden the Cardinal Mother told you about. The place where natives and priests live together. I must admit that I'm curious to see it.
All that's left to do is find Father Justinius.
very aggressive Jorglans have built a nest north of Eden. Be cautious if you need to follow the road to the northeast or go into the bushes. A reward will be offered. Alright. What the hell is a Jorland? I appeal to the better nature of the travelers in the Bet-Bilmi road. My brother decided to explore it and never returned. If any of you were to find his body, please dig a grave for him, so that he may rest in peace. He must still have his coin purse. I would be happy to leave it with you as a reward. Alright. Will do. So this is the abomination. islanders and continentals live together in peace. We need to destroy this place if possible.
Renaigse.
Renaigse. She's the Renaigse. Or the fake Renaigse, you could say. That cannot be Father Justinius, can he? A native priest? Or maybe he just wears the masks for magical protection. Yeah, I cannot bear look at my desert dead resting those garments.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello. De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onol Menawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
Everyone says that. Apparently nothing.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
He seems very resentful. Maybe we can convince him to kill the father. Spark a race war. Or religious war. Something like that. Alright. So there was nothing here. Where does Justinius live then? Ah, alright, in the big part of town, the posh part of town, probably. He lives in his own very castle. Maybe not. Look at that scarecrow. It's always impressive to see a volcano on the arc. They have a very good eye for that. Alright, more teleme. Fools, you could call them. I think this character is atheist, definitely. If she were not, I think at the Teleme we believe God gave San Mattheus magic. I think they called it the gift of the enlightened, something like that. But obviously the islanders have magic too, which basically means San Mattheus somehow stole magic from the mountain. Managed to make it his own, or maybe it was the apprentice, the apostle, whatever. What's his name? You have San Mattheus and Saint Lucius, or something like that. It will come up soon enough, I'm sure. I think 3 saints have been mentioned. You had San Mattheus, the guy that founded the Inquisitors, and the apprentice to San Matthews, the one that came back from the island. Ah, he's building the church, the cathedral by the looks of it. That's big. He will need help with that, no doubt. This is probably statues of Gandalf.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted. And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
All right.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
I wonder what really happened when the missionaries came to settle here.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Yeah, probably it's an act of rebellion by some... By some native, probably that guy, the ex-chief. Let's talk to everyone, why not?
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Tell me about how you created this village.
We did not create it from the ground up. It was built around an existing native village. The islanders called it Vixenagad, which translates to the village of the old sage. We saw it as a sign. The natives had probably chosen this name in memory of Saint Matthias, and everything here fit the description of Saint Lucius. The discovery of the tablets proved us right. So, we decided to rebuild our Eden here, in the spirit of peace and harmony which is described in the scriptures.
Why share this village with the natives?
To replicate and resume the work of our founder, of course. If he came here and managed to convert the natives, then it is our duty to do the same thing. By living side by side with them, it is much easier for us to pass on our teachings.
How well do you get along with the natives who live here?
Very well, of course. Especially since those who opposed our presence left.
Left? To go where?
Oh, to other villages, I imagine. Does it even matter? Those who stayed are on the path of enlightenment. Some of their legends must have been about Saint Matthias. That helped to convince them.
Yes, they left to their graves, probably. This guy killed everyone.
And how well have neighboring villagers welcomed you?
With some reluctance, to be perfectly honest. So, we sent them missionaries. There are still frequent conflicts with the village of Vedlug, a highly violent village of heretics. But the other villages, the more peaceful ones, are slowly starting to listen to the sacred word.
There is something strange here.
It often takes time for the people of the continent to get used to our paradise, but I am sure you will come to appreciate it.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Okay, let's go and talk to the bitter chief. He will have a very different story to tell, I'm sure. A story of debauchery.
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need something else?
Yes.
I have heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the Lloyd and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
Okay.
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthäus, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug. Perhaps they have done so.
Aren't you angry after all that happened?
No. I mourn those who died, of course, and the Vorstyrent. But this village may be our opportunity.
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men, perhaps wiser than they are.
I doubt that will happen.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
So he's just a coward. He doesn't actually believe in the new faith. He just doesn't want to fight. I can understand that. He gave up. He just wants to live in peace until he dies. And his children become Thélème. Apparently you spoke to a bunch of theologians and I didn't even realize it. Imagine that. That's the worst scarecrow I've seen in my life. Really cheap. Scarecrow, alright. What do we do now? Talk to these people. ton of them. You.
I am busy. If you have questions, go see Sister Eugenia. She's our supervisor.
All right. You are busy.
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablet?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular woman who seemed to want us to be there. I don't remember her name, though.
They got ambushed, or did it get just stolen? Gotta stop to assist her.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
Give me a moment, I have to go to the bathroom a second. Okay, there we go.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas. I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us. Or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Matthias later. But first, we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to. But I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine that someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I am the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of Saint Matthias. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
Thank you. This information will certainly prove to be useful.
So that's the Sons.
Thank you. I will let you work.
The Sons are the Order Luminous. I did not understand when the chief said they had called the Sons.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them, all our research to trace the life of St. Matthias on this island is doomed to failure. If these savages have stolen them, we will have to take them back, by force if necessary.
Well, I said nothing. I talked to his guy again.
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablet?
Some of the village savages.
Greetings. Desade. I'm handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets. Sister Eugenia told me to talk to you.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you were the one in charge of guarding the tablets on the night of the theft. Is that right?
Indeed.
Okay.
What can you tell me about that night? Did you hear or see anything?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not one of us.
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove St. Matthias lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, there were still some pagan natives in the village. I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues, so we could give them a fresh outlook on things. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, hoping to study some new texts. But once we were here, I understood that my real mission was with the islanders. We must bring the light to this island.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to St. Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
If your superior's Domitius, you are a member of the Ordo Luminis. I did not expect to find one of its members side by side with the missionaries. They usually do not get along.
The Order goes everywhere the light needs to be revealed.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, We were still trying to obtain information from them about St. Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work. Goodbye. I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
I find it regrettable that my colleagues aren't more honest when it comes to history. Nothing solid has ever been built on lies.
Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur. There's only one entrance, and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
Brother Virgil can't have cared less about these relics. He must have fallen asleep on duty. And then, someone must have just stolen the keys from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened. But someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
So, we have to find their accomplice. The one that informed them, and who must be in the village.
We know that this theft could be an act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village. Family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who's close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Okay, back to the guy. It seemed like they were fifth columnists in the village. There are always traitors or heroes, I guess. Spies, I would also call them. This guy honestly believes nothing.
You have returned on Almanawi.
Of the new religion.
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
You.
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
Yes. I'll threaten him. He's an islander, whatever.
Since you do not want to talk, I will have to tell the Mother Cardinal to send the Ordo Luminis. The Inquisitors will make you confess the name of the person who helped the exiles.
I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her. But things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
All right.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Maybe next time I'll try the charisma option first. I do like intimidating the natives. They have been making me go back and forth between those two parts of town. It's like the fourth time I have to go the other side. I didn't see any native people. What's up there? Shit. Up here I don't remember seeing anyone.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bertir Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the Mind Shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of St. Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Let's lie, why not?
The only means of alleviating the situation with Thélème is to give the priests their tablets back. So if you do not want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
The tablets, the path to the left. Alright. I think I'm going to take it. I am immune to traps. Alright, let's get out of town and start walking around. Not that way. Thélème peasants. Oh. Is that an enemy? Yes, an ox. I don't think I can stab it. Ah, that's a big one. Big ox.
Protect me in this battle! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
There you go, he actually killed it.
May the shadow engulf our enemies! May the shadow...
How do I force him to attack? I can actually murder that thing fast. Yeah, he can help a ton. Honestly. If I somehow manage to figure out how to make him attack always. Maybe I need to push him, I don't know. I don't know what I need to, but I know I need to do something. Does this open a new area? I don't see anything. Alright. Omul Minawi. Okay, let's take the path to the left, then straight through here. I have lockpicking 3, so I shouldn't be able to be harmed by anything, really. Ooh, that's our thing. It's surrounded by little things. Okay, this might be a tough battle. What?
May the Almighty protect me in this battle! Put the poison on my blood, and let's go! The armor will no longer protect you!
That thing is crazy. Got to kill it. Target it. Hello, Fail, how are you? And that thing hits hard. Yeah, most of the time I spend in RPGs exploring, so yes, it will definitely be something you see a lot of fighting animals, killing animals. That thing is dangerous. Probably should have killed the ads. Ooh. Well, 4 ammo, that's good. Glad to see you again, Fail. Alright. Let's proceed forward. Six? Nah, there must be more. You have 3 Mass Effect games, you have 3 Dragon Age games. Well, actually 4 Mass Effect games if you count Andromeda. Yeah, that I have not played, maybe, yes. Which ones? I am curious. I haven't actually looked into that. I haven't played Andromeda, that's one. Which is probably what I will play after I'm done with this game.
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
These people have been banished already. There's no need to add death to their list of punishments. Let's try not to fight them.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In that case, we should avoid taking the left path. If I remember correctly what that woman said, it's booby-trapped.
That's exactly why they won't expect us coming through the left, but... What else is there in EA Play? I don't know, honestly. Oh, I have 1 point. I need 2 to get this. Yeah, I have immunity to... Immunity to traps here. Fallout 4 isn't on the Game Pass now. I won't play 76, to be honest. I'm not into MMOs, I don't like people. In games, I mean. I just... have a very slow playstyle. Most people are not patient. So if a game involves teamwork or stuff like that, well, maybe this is just like a... I think you will have to trade with people and stuff like that. I don't like it. Yeah, so 76 is out of the question. New Vegas I played enough. Dragon Quest. Is that a JRPG? I don't like JRPGs. I don't count a JRPG as an RPG. It's they are not RPGs. They are dungeon crawlers with good-looking women, basically. That's how I see them, at least. They are RPGs in the mechanical sense, not in the role-playing sense. You don't role-play anything in a JRPG. You just experience the story and build something for fighting. Interesting. Should I kill them? I think I should. What reason is there not to teach them a lesson? What is post? I don't know that word. Less post? Yeah, those RPGs are way too old. Huh. Onolmina weeks. Could actually just sneak past them, that's hilarious.
Duet! What are you doing here?
I'm not here to fight you, but I must retrieve the tablets of Saint Matthias.
What? How do you know we have them? And how? Not for thee. We will not give them back! We lost our homes and families, so the priests lose their sacred stones.
I will do anything to retrieve these tablets. Are you really prepared to die to prevent me doing so?
You sure possess the arrogance of Renaigse. Edmu!
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle!
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Why doesn't he attack? I don't understand. I think someone has to attack him. Desperados, yeah, I did notice that one. I think I played a game like that a while ago. What was it called? Blades of the Shogun? Some sort of tactical battle game. Donega Drove. I might play that one, yeah. Or I might not. As you can see, I take a lot of time to finish a game. I've been playing this game for a month now, I think. It's actually possible I could be playing a game and they take it out of Game Pass and I cannot finish it. It's always possible. Ooh.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I'm sorry, Vindwal, but I had to resort to force. Your son and his friends are dead.
Nah. Keton Sidag. Why did he have to seek revenge? Ma Rentam.
I am genuinely sorry.
Go. Leave me alone. I must now return them to the earth.
I don't care about the natives. I have given up on the natives. They can all die. They can all die. Let me discard these. Camp. central to the other camp. That will make exploration much easier. So we deliver the tablets to the theologians, alright? But yeah, I don't really care about finishing games anymore. I just play as long as I can. If I cannot finish a game, well, what can you do?
I retrieved your relics.
Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
The exiles did it. And they are dead, so you won't have to chase them.
May the Enlightened forgive them for their crimes. I suspect they left you with no choice. Those natives were filled with rage.
In any case, you would do well to keep a better watch on your discoveries in the future. You should also pay more attention to those who share this village with you. This theft would never have happened had you truly been in harmony with the natives.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I am very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Alright, they gave me something. Let's see what it is. Wait for the results of the research. Alright. What did they give me? Alright. Could be this. Okay. Apparently nothing. Maybe a ring. Maybe. No, apparently nothing. Alright, so yeah, Petrus does help a lot with combat. The problem is he becomes unresponsive after a while. So, now what? Alright, so what do we do now? Could talk to Justinius again, it seems. Let's make sure we're done here. I'll make my way there and start exploring the rest of the map. We still have to do the main quest on the other side.
Father.
I'm glad to see you, my child. What can I do for you?
Alright.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened always keep you in their divine blessing.
Okay, let's get there and I'll just teleport to her camp. I don't know. It's kind of annoying having to deal with that. The swamp entrance, yes. Alright, let's go. To the right. But it seems very unlikely I will befriend Siora. A swamp? Well, there could be one of those. The swampy area. What an appropriate name. There must be one of those crazy tree people. The guardians, as they are called. Alright, let's go. North. Let's keep an eye out for the wildlife. Bunch of shit. Okay, dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are tough. Let me see. I want to see if I gain HP while leveling up. Have 1225. Alright. I don't think I've fought these dinosaurs before. Missionaries that got owned.
Protect me in this battle. A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! May the shadow engulf our enemies. Is running out. Take a potion. Need healing. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Okay, that didn't go too badly. Wisdom 360 on Steam. Okay. Now you would get anxiety for paying. Yeah. Problem is I've never been a big game buyer because games are so expensive. I usually only buy games that are super long. Where I thought the money I spent would be will actually be, what could you say, be worth the time I put into a game? Something like that. It's like paying for Netflix and paying the same amount to spend Netflix for a month and paying the same amount to its 3 hours live theater. Doesn't make much sense financially.
May the shadow engulf our enemies!
As long as Petrus attacks, he's super good. Problem is he doesn't attack most of the time. Use the C key sites. The end, so games are so expensive. It's crazy. Besides, I don't know, I'm always afraid to buy from those places because, well, you live in the US, all the keys will work for you. But I know there you have landlocked keys. People buy them on bulk and then you cannot use it if you live on the other side of the world. It's like, yeah, region lock, that's it. Like the old DVDs. Maybe Blu-rays still do that. I remember when the DVDs came labeled by region. When you bought movies. So a Game Pass is very cheap and this game I cannot complain. This is a very good game. And it cost me what? I don't know. In my country it's a tenth, basically. Where what one game costs a new game, it's what I pay annually for the Game Pass. So it's like I'm paying Microsoft for one game and they give me 200 back. Another place, Belbilby. They took it out of the Game Pass. Kingdom Come Deliverance. They took it out of the Game Pass. Just, I think it was in October or November. I wanted to play that game. But it's no longer an option. Alright. Just keep exploring. Maybe I'll put it on. There are so many games. It's just crazy how many games there are in the world now. So, cannot play all the games. I can barely play one game.
Protect me in this battle! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Back Petrus.
Our enemies! Let's see if you can ward off this fight!
I don't know, Petrus is so stressing. I think I'm going to test him against Guardian. Maybe that will settle the matter. Another good thing about Curtis, he has AoE damage somehow. Petrus supposedly has to it. That usually doesn't happen. To be honest, well, the Telemco and survive the beasties of the swamp. They got owned by the swamp creatures. Alright, let's go and kill those first. Ooh, what a purple thing. Mental power of 3. Let me see what Petrus has. I think this is better. Yeah, games come and go from the Game Pass all the time. I am not too worried. Once Obsidian and In Exile start pooping out games,
Protect me in this battle! Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! May the shadow engulf our enemies!
Yeah, he's too unreliable. Too unreliable, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I like that he gives me charisma, but well, he doesn't give me charisma, actually. Well, this was a treasure trove of bodies. Very nice. I'm carrying too much. That's sad. Let's make it to a camp then. Go straight to a swamp with the creatures on the left side. Time to manage my inventory. I can actually swap my armor to run there. There is no need to jog. Where is the armor of Bigor? Actually, let me put a marker where I was. It's probably here where I need to go. Let's summon Kurt and see how we deal with Kurt. Why not? Let's do that too. Okay. Now we want to destroy everything. That's what we want to do. There is no merchant on this map. That's crazy. Alright, let's look at all this. This can be recycled. 90%, why? Was that so high? Yeah, 90, why is it 90 now? Good luck figuring that one out. Seems we have to sell most of this. Probably all of it. I don't see anything with pure iron. So it means it's going to become money. Don't think that's better than what Siora has. Maybe it is better. The difference is 50 and I can give it... I can also use this one another 40. So it would make it 100 and I can give it 100 and... Okay, it's the same. Let's destroy it, it gives me pure iron. Pure iron, come here. Very nice. This is what I am... What? No one is wearing this? What is going on? Ah, those are mine. Yeah, those are mine. Sorry about the confusion. Yeah, I need a merchant. You know what? Let me go to Hikmet. I haven't gone to Hikmet for a while. I'm sure they have got stuff now. I have like 1,000 gold to spare. Now, how much? 50. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's keep going through the swamp. shall we? Oh, a chest. Nothing impressive. Yeah, let's see how Kurt does in the swamp. And I think I've killed the most. You are Wasteland 3, alright. I will play that game, definitely. Seems like a very long game for 36. Very good. Yeah, I also understand the idea of buying games to support the developers. I think in Exile definitely needs support, or should be supported. That's a very good company.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Kurt does tons of damage. It's insane.
Go away! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh, so you want it where, in a Steam or a CD key for Steam? Alright. Yeah, I think Kurt is definitely better. I lose 50 armor, but gain so much magical protection. I think it's worth it. Ah, but I lose elemental protection now, that's not good. I need something that gives me magical and elemental at the same time. Ah, your bank is stopping you from finishing the transaction. And that happens with, I guess, with credit card purchases all the time, doesn't it? They are worried about fraud, yeah.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Yeah, this is much easier to manage.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Yeah, Lasco has some good moves. Have you gotten those calls before? trying to verify your transactions. I guess they should know by now you purchase a lot of games, don't they? My country, that's how it usually works. You have never received a call. Maybe an email. It's the first time you are having trouble buying the game. Interesting. Kinda annoying, I guess. Yeah, Kurt is definitely better than Petrus, I'm sorry to say. I think I'm going to keep this party around. I think that's a white... one of those white creatures. No, it's actually a bunch of rocks. You see, you want to spend money and they don't let you.
Poison on my blade, and let's go!
Yeah, that's definitely much more smoother. Or much smoother, I don't know. Wasteland 3. Yeah, I don't know. The other day I went through the Game Pass library and I have like 20 games in the Play Later section now. It's just insane. I think I can purchase a point here. Yes, alright, let's get this one. So I doubt I'll ever be able to. That shrine is protected. Or not. I thought it might be in some strange location. Alright. Let's see if that is true. Hopefully it is true. Okay, let's get to the north. Let's see what's up there. It's an enemy. Oh, is this blocked? This is obviously blocked by the developers. They do this stuff. I've seen it a couple of times already. So that must be some sort of quest area. I think I'm going to put the point into Igor and forget out Siora. I think it's It's just too annoying. She's too weak. These guys, they make me confident in my strategy. I know I can stun people and they will attack once I decide they need to die. Everything works flawlessly with them in my party. That might not be the optimal party for dialogue, but what can you do? If I get 1 point in exploring Vigor, then I won't have to worry about anything. I can explore whatever I want. Order Luminous by the looks of it.
Ah, you are from the continent, are you not? You are different than the people from here.
Indeed. I am from the Congregation of Merchants. My name is Desardet. To whom do I have the privilege?
Sister Ephesia, envoy of Ptolemy, by the grace of the Illuminated. Enchanted. The Mother Cardinal has tasked me to investigate the activities of this village.
She also sent me here, to be your second.
What excellent news. You cannot imagine how much comfort that brings me. How might I help you?
How has your mission fared up until now, sister?
Not very well, I'm afraid. I haven't been able to get much from these villagers. Their chief and their priest are evasive when questioned. As for the other natives, their behavior can be quite odd. They'll spend hours just staring into the void. But as soon as I come close, they chase me away. They frighten me, I must admit. There is a heavy veil of evil here. I feel it, but I'm not able to find from whence it comes. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you. Anything else?
It comes from inside your soul. All right.
Have you been here for a long time?
Since the beginning of my investigation. A few weeks, perhaps, although it feels like months. I'm not particularly fond of the wild, and I find this place unsettling.
I see.
Anything else?
No.
That will be all, Sister Ephesia. Thank you.
It's a nice name. Sister Edema. Right, what's this? A camp? Probably. Sister Edema. Ooh, bats. Alright, those are always fun to kill. Not really. Well, they are if you can kill them all via stealth, which is doable many times over. They are too stupid to realize what's going on. Okay, maybe not stupid enough. The thing almost got me. I think I need to get the one in the mill, probably. First, this one. Now I can kill this one. get that one. Maybe we can fight that. The one patrolling. Ordo Luministrus. Stop looking at me, alright.
To my help! And death to the others!
Doesn't have any...
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! To my help! And death to the others!
Let's see if we can ward off this fate!
Very nice. I think it's much easier to just be done with Siora. Forget out Siora. I don't think I've come this way. I don't see any enemies. What is the game telling me? I don't see anything. Let's get into the village. Right. Only a merchant. Actually, let's do as I said. Let's go to Hikmet. Let me see if I got anything. That's an idea to postpone that after I do the... Because now I have to do it again. I think that was the only thing that's new according to the game. Yeah, let's just go to Hikmet. And sell all this stuff. Come back here. Hikmet. I could actually, nah, let's not sell to this guy. This guy's a farce. All right. Yeah, we only need to go to a merchant. These guys. me talk to my companions.
Come closer. On my way. Your Excellency.
Why don't you hide from the... Ah, you want to pay on Microsoft. Yeah, that makes sense. $82. I cannot use it. Okay. Jesus. Cannot use anything. It's a joke, you're a joke. Kurt, you're a joke. Well, I hope your bank. And can you use another method of payment, PayPal or something like that? That doesn't have to go through your bank. Okay, that's a good weapon. But I need something that does like base 650 or something like that to justify a swap. Maybe in 600 I can justify it. Well, turns out they do not sell stuff that's much better than the traveling merchant. Isn't that nice? Let me go and visit all the vendors, why not? Since we are in this mode here. Alright. Yeah, nothing.
Thanks for your visit.
Very disappointing. Let's get to... There are like 4 vendors actually. Okay, I won't visit one of them because I need to go there for a quest. Let's go to... I think that's too annoying. Let's go to San Mateos. I think those guys are the ones that sell the best. Let me see. This is almost good enough for Kurt. Almost. What's that? Icon fail. Still having problems purchasing the game? They do sell us different stuff. Ah, shit. Ah, okay, I understand. Well, you tried to. You did your best, I'm sure. Regulation barbot, let me see that. I actually want protection from magic. I think I'm going to buy armor that says plus elemental and magical protection like this one. But it's actually worse than what I have. Alright. Now, time to go. Let me see. I don't like to spend my time buying stuff. I think I won't do it. If only the vendor was in the camp. Would be nice if that happened.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to have a rummage.
Alright, this is the last guy I'm going to look at. 100%. He sells trash. Jesus. Every map should have a vendor, that's my... Okay, that's a good one. I think Kurt might... +3 magical resistance. Is that worth 200 gold? I don't think so. Now let's only buy stuff that gives me both magic and elemental resistance. Both of them at the same time. Otherwise it's a waste of money. Yeah, this was a waste of time. Alright, let's sell. Sell everything with prejudice. Probably should sell with my character. Let's keep a mental power 1 ring, the best one I have. Just in case I ever get down. So now I'm going to start getting tons of money. No, nothing to spend it on, because they all sell trash.
Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in it.
Alright, let's get back to the swamp. Yeah, I don't know what I think. I think I'm going to inventory management every time I travel. That's what I should do. Yeah, that's what I think now. That way everything can be done. Pekleug? Yeah, I think I'm going there. Yeah, every time I travel I'll manage the inventory and buy whatever that guy sells. And whenever I encounter a vendors through random exploration. I'll see what they are selling. Yeah, I think that's the most sensual approach. Alright. Shouldn't be able to play for much longer. How much do you want to add? There was a vendor here. There isn't. So according to the sister, these guys are all crazy, basically. Yeah, I'll get back to Cyberpunk, but I don't know for how long. It will probably be months. I don't want to get the EA games.
Go away, Renaigse. You are not welcome in my home.
I don't care.
Go away, Renaigse.
Apparently I cannot go in there. Yeah, it will be months. I think I'll probably wait until they even release the next gen upgraded version. I don't know. I want to play the EA game so I can stop the Game Pass Ultimate subscription. As soon as I can. Some of the people that live with me though play some of free-to-play games. They gave me some money to cover that. But since Microsoft made those free-to-play games actually free to play, I talked to them and they agreed there was no need to keep paying for the upgraded version. What do you do in Fallout 76? What is the purpose of the game? Do you have to talk to people, build places? Are there quests in the game? I don't know much other than a lot of people hate it.
Good day. Are you the wise man of this village?
Burt tir dumad Renaigse. I am the Donegad, yes.
I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
The people of your island are constantly asking questions, yet reject any answers that displease them. Questions have no value when one already claims to know the answers.
But...
It is your case. You believe you know the answers. You seek only their echo. Answer your own questions. At least then the answers will please you, and we shall be done with your foolishness.
What?
That is not what I...
Qua awelemseg. May your answers fill your day with bounty.
This guy is crazy. I might check it out. I am not particularly fond of Bethesda games. The games that Bethesda makes, I like much better the games they sponsor, like Dishonored and stuff like that. That Deathloop game also looks interesting. I'm not a big fan of Bethesda RPGs. if you have JRPGs, I think Bethesda's WRPGs, the most distilled version of a Western RPG, which is basically no RPG at all. Open world combat simulator. That's what they make. Really? They're going to remake Gothic? That's nice. I never played the old ones. I played the third one for a little bit. And one of my brothers enjoyed it a lot. I beat them up with RPG elements. Yeah, I saw all the Yakuzas. They were like 10 of no, they were like 4 or 5 of them on the Game Pass. I'll look at a playthrough of some of them to see if I will enjoy them.
Bird Tirtumad, on Olmenawi. I am Deirdre, daughter of Enora, daughter of Rowena, Mal of this clan. Is it you who helped my warriors discover what the men of the Red Sun were doing?
Indeed.
Then I thank you. It's probably because you are an Onolmenawi that you are different from the other Renaigse. What do you seek?
I have no idea what she's talking about. I helped them do something? I killed their deserters or new allies. What is going on here?
Can you tell me something about your beliefs?
We believe that we are part of an everything, and that life depends on a balance that comes from this everything. Our strength is drawn from that which we protect, all that surrounds us, and that which surrounds us feeds and protects us in return.
All right. Yeah, I think they assumed since I went to talk to the missionaries, I don't know. I went there because I talked to this woman first, I have no idea.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Ah, I have heard this question before. You sound like the Mind Shaker woman. The rituals are the business of the Donegada, not of the Renoigse. Anything more?
Yes.
Concerning this story about a sect.
Enough. Enough questions. I have nothing more to say.
What? She was happy with me. Should have asked out the demon.
What do you seek?
Seek answers.
Enough. Enough
The Mageocracy. That's a nice name. The Mageocracy. Okay, so I need to question people. Holy hell, I need to talk to everyone. They have 2 Donegats. Interesting. How do I get back here? Okay, all these villagers are going to die, I can tell you that much. I'm going to destroy this village. Seems very likely I can do it. Yeah, I've looked into that game. Crazy thing about automata in revolutionary France. They also made Of Orcs and Men. This game is much more polished than Of Orcs and Men. So they are definitely making strides.
You have a strange stare, Renaigse. Leave me alone.
Ernaikse ja toigen quachesa de elodeis. Samermila mach de wegander.
Leave me be! Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace!
Can't you leave us alone, Monisanaig?
Action RPG. Alright. Action adventure. What game is an action adventure that I might know?
Leave us alone, Renaixai. We have had enough of all your foolish questions that never end.
Can't you leave us alone, Monisanaig?
Leave me be!
Okay.
Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace!
So it's, well, obviously it's similar to how Dishonored works. You don't really... It has a leveling up system. Or let's say like...
Traitor.
This game I
An
played a couple
Anolmenawi
of
does not
months
wear the
ago.
dress of the strangers.
What? I need to change my clothes? Maybe. The Jedi Fallen Order.
Birtir to Madre Naixe.
Good day.
Do you want something?
Yes.
Could you answer a few questions?
Questions. It is a word that you adore. Let us play a game. If you answer my questions, I will answer yours.
If it is the only way to get answers, then let's play.
I am pleased. We will have fun. But beware, no lies. What name is given the place from where you come?
I come from Serene, a grand city on the continent of Gakane.
Really? It is possible that you come from there, but I believe that this is not your land. Your turn.
What? Let's ask out the demon.
This is a delicate question. But would you know anything about a demon?
A demon? I think that is what the bright and shiny mindshakers call the spirits, no? There are spirits everywhere. In you and in us, in each tree, in each spring. There is not only one. I cannot tell you more if you are not more precise in what you seek. Let's try something else. Are you on Olmenawi with your land? Or did you inherit your link from your parents?
That's what she said. Onolmenawi are the mages of the natives. And the only people that can use magic in the island are the people that are marked with that growth. That growth marks you as a mage, basically, in the island. And only islanders have that. The mages of the continent do not. So people have been commenting on that for the whole game, that you look like an islander because you have that thing in your face. And Siora has it, the other companion that's also a mage. And if you notice, this woman is not a mage, but the mages of the islanders start growing branches from their head, their head. They become trees eventually. They transform into a sentient tree, basically. And that's a mystery of the game. Why the hell do we have Islander blood, basically? And that's what she's asking. Is the location where we come filled with unknown Menawi or mages with a link to the earth, or is it our fathers or mother that gave us the islander genes?
I am not bound. Or at least I haven't done anything in particular to bind myself.
Then it was your parents. One of them at least must have been Donegat. Your turn.
All right.
Your village seems different from the others. Why is that?
Each village is different than the others. It is the reflection of those who live in it and of all that surrounds it. Verdlug is the village of the lightning-struck wood in your language.
Why do you call it that?
It is said that there was once a great fire that burned all the surrounding woods caused by a storm. But one tree that burns nourishes a new tree, greener and stronger than before the forest returns. We are like her. Even wounded, we rise again, stronger than we were before. Our warriors are known for this by all clans. They fear us. It was fun. More than with the woman who makes light. She did not want to play.
What? She answers no more questions?
Do you want something? Enough questions.
Jesus. Okay, so we need to find someone else that wants to play with us.
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
Can't you leave us alone?
Leave me be. Even your thoughts are loud and break my peace.
Traitor. An Anolmenawi does not wear the dress of the strangers.
This is the sister. What the fuck? I don't think I can talk to more people. This is the same woman I talked to, wasn't her? Maybe I should change my clothing. Is that her? No, that's a different person. What do I get up there? This town is not that modern. Okay.
Birtir to Mad, Analmanawi. What do you want?
You're different from the others. What is your role in this village?
Different? Why?
Well, for one, you answer me when I speak.
You others, when we don't answer you, you start digging for answers everywhere else. I am a gatherer. I hunt a little. I do my part for the life of the village.
Alright, let's see. The rituals appear to be sensitive.
What can you tell me about your rituals?
Our rituals? Nothing. Nothing at all. They do not concern me. I am not a Denegad. Even you. You should be able to tell that. Why you bother me with these questions? I am only a gatherer. Go and bother someone else.
What can you tell me about the beliefs of your village?
The beliefs of the village? That is a strange question for an Onol-Manawi. Our beliefs are the same as those of the other clans. We believe in the earth that carries us and feeds on our dead, in the rain that quenches us and drowns us, in the beasts that feed us and in those that eat us. I do not know what more I can say to you. Everyone shares these beliefs.
All right. $0.31 or $31.40 on February the 2nd. What did you say? That was like 4 days ago. So you're trying to ask your purchases that are for the sold. Well, that's what happens when you automate things.
Tell me about the missionaries that came here. Those who wear the symbol of the sun on their clothing.
When they came, they spoke about their bright and shiny god. They told us we were wrong, said that nature was just nature, and not to be worshipped. These men know nothing. We ignored them. They finally left, and then the woman came to us. She sniffed around everywhere, asking many questions, just like you. I was told that she tried to enter my own home. I even saw her trying to follow me in the woods. She must be careful. It is easy to get lost in the woods, or cross paths with wild beasts.
Yeah, this guy is threatening us.
This question will seem strange to you, but do you know anything about a demon?
A demon?
A dark spirit, if you prefer.
No. There is no such thing as dark spirits. Your question is not strange. Foolish, perhaps.
I must leave now. Thank you for your help.
So this guy doesn't let me enter his home, but he will answer any questions I have.
Go away, Renate.
Alright. How the hell do I get to a backwoods here? Why can't I see the exit of the village? Well, one of my... this is blocked, alright. Yes, it has reduced my spend, and not my what? Income, that's it. I was working at what? Hotel, whatever. That's obviously closed, and they won't reopen, I think. Or hostel? Yeah, I think it was a hostel. And well, but I managed to continue with some of my internet income as a freelancer, so I cannot complain. It has not been terrible for me. It has reduced my income, but not that I don't know anyone that has died, has gotten very sick, nothing like that. I haven't gotten sick.
Anything new?
No. The investigation has gone stale. The villagers won't even engage in conversation with me now. Perhaps you should talk to them. They may speak to you.
I managed to exchange a few words with some villagers, but they don't seem all that keen to talk.
And did they tell you anything worth sharing?
I know a little more about their beliefs. They worship nature and do not intend to change. It is certainly different from the Luminous faith, but it's hardly demonic worship. Yet there is something strange about this village. One of the villagers that spoke with me seemed truly worried. On edge, even.
I think I know of whom you speak. A man always looking over his shoulder. He often sneaks out of the village like a thief. I attempted to follow him, but he always eludes me. I tried to get into his hut to see if he was hiding anything, but someone was always there.
Then we should give it a try. Perhaps we'll fare better.
That fellow was really nervous. Perhaps we should try and search his house to see what he's hiding.
He doesn't look inclined to let us in. We'll have to distract him.
I'm sure this young lady could help us. She appears to be playful and to love pranks. Or we could just break some of these pots. That'd keep him busy.
I can pretend to be clumsy, but we'll have to be fast, and it will only work once.
It was very similar here at the beginning. Only the big retailers, well, they couldn't stay open really. You couldn't go to their stores, but they had the infrastructure, the logistics to actually keep shipping stuff. Restaurants were closed for like 6 months, but now they're mostly open. They just cannot let many people in. Occasionally on the big cities there are lockdowns by sectors of the city. Counties you would call them, I think. But there hasn't been a big national quarantine for 4 or 5 months now. Okay, who's the woman I'm looking for? I think it's the one that wanted, yeah. This is breaking the pots. I know. Let's try to convince her to distract the other dude. I'm sorry to hear that your local businesses are getting pummeled. Here, it's not been like that. Only on the big cities, but it's not... it's not for long periods. They get shut down for 2 weeks, they can open 2 weeks. Obviously, it's annoying for them.
Do you want
There have
something?
been some protests, but nothing serious.
Might I ask you a few questions about the villagers?
More questions? You really like this game. You really do.
If we could avoid...
Very well. But be brief then, because it is not good fun.
What can you tell me about that man down there? I spoke to him and he seemed... nervous.
Don't hold it against him. The people of the light have already questioned us. That makes him distrustful. He is a man of few words, but he is devoted to the village and listens to the Donegad with great attention. He is a gatherer, but everyone knows he wants to become the next Voglendijk, the next servant of Donegad.
Ah. So he wants to become an apprentice, or maybe a sex slave, who knows.
Where does this man live?
Down there. His dwelling is right in front of my own.
I would like to take a look inside.
What? Why would you want to do that? It is his home. You have nothing to do there if you are not invited.
Yeah, I don't think I can intimidate her in the middle of her village.
I really need to go inside. I must verify something. If you can help us... I'm leading an investigation for the nation of Thélème, and this man is suspected of being part of a dark cult. If I could gain access to the dwelling, I would be satisfied.
All of that are just words. And it is not fun. If you want my help, I want the hat of the Mindshaker woman.
Be offended.
What? Is that some sort of joke?
Yes, it is. So, perhaps she will stop coming to bother me when it is I who am wearing her hat.
All right.
Very well. I will go and ask her, but I cannot promise she will accept.
What is the other thing I can do? I can break the pots and get in. Whatever, let's do that.
Go away, Renix. Nordfradi, what has happened here? Who broke my pottery? It is a curse. These are broken too. It's a damn joker.
I wouldn't
wouldn't like to cross paths in a dark alleyway with someone wearing a mask like this.
Alright.
This altar is incredibly morbid. I wonder what sort of spirit
Ooh,
could be
look at
venerated
that.
in this way.
Look at that thing.
This painting is frightening, evoking war, a massacre, a bloodbath under the likeness of a grimacing face.
I do not believe in all those demon stories, but all these horrors do make you think.
We should go tell Sister Ephesia about it. She will have some advice for us.
Yeah, this guy is definitely a demon worshipper. Which means the whole village is involved in this nonsense.
Did you learn anything?
No.
I was able to
And what did you discover?
some troubling.
By the Enlightened, finally,
the
the
hell?
proof we need that there's a
I'm
blood-worshipping
skipping it.
cult here. They cannot perform their heinous pagan rituals in the village. And I'm certain that it's where our nervous friend sneaks off to. I fail to find where he goes. But you have already proven more competent than I.
I shall try. Hopefully, he will not lead us into a trap.
Thank you for your help. And good luck.
Alright, but I have to
We
leave
should wait
here
until
for
nightfall
today.
and follow him.
Yeah. That's all the time I have for today. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks for stopping by, Fail. I hope you have a nice Saturday. And tomorrow we shall continue with our dealings in this village. Very interesting place. So we will definitely have to end up going here. This is going to be probably a tough fight. There must be a guardian down there. They are worshipping it with human sacrifice. Probably Teleme or Alliance people. Or maybe even villagers, who knows. Maybe that's why they drug them up. Alright, but that's enough for today. See you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by.